Hi, my name is Caroline Resch. I'm a business management and marketing major. The main reason I chose this major is because when I was coming into college, I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I knew I'm not a math and science person, so that kind of narrowed the field down from doing something, being pre-med or anything like that. So I kind of decided I started with management because it's something that I know I'm good at. I like to be in charge of things. I'm kind of more of a leader, and I like, to be the head person. And so I started with management, and I chose that because I knew you could be pretty flexible with the business industry and being a management major. It's not like you specifically have to do one job. You kind of can do whatever. And because marketing kind of fits in the same classes, so I kind of added marketing to my major as well, since they're so relatable. And again, it's really flexible what you can do with that major. And then I also added an international business minor because I really wanted to study abroad. And that also worked into my schedule to where I can graduate on time. And again, I would love to travel with my future career, so it's kind of worked out to where I can be both with that. All right, so next slide there. And so for my industry interview, I decided to interview my sister. Her name's Corinne. She is a content strategist at Via Studio in Louisville, Kentucky. It's a digital marketing agency. I chose to interview her because I'm also interested in doing something with marketing, and Via is kind of a smaller company with kind of a close-knit community within who they work with. They're really close to their customers. It's a lot of hand-on-hand action, and that's something I'd really be interested in, working with a company that's kind of small and able to kind of do your own thing and have your own place. And I've been to visit her. It's a really cool environment. All the people are really nice. So I just love to have such close work friends. They're always doing things together. So I think that'd be really cool to do that. And a little bit of background on her: she graduated in 2016 from the University of Dayton. She was a business management and marketing major as well, and she was a brother for Delta Sigma Pi, which is a business fraternity there. So that's kind of an interesting thing. She got this job originally the summer before her senior year. She was an intern for this Via Studio. One of her friends' sisters works there, and so she kind of got her the position and helped her out with that and told her about the position being opened. And after that summer, she continued on with the company as a freelance writer for her senior year for copyright. So that was, I think, really cool that she was able to stay in touch with them, and she liked it so much that she was continued working with them. And then upon her graduation, she was offered a full-time job there, which she accepted, obviously, and is working there now and been there since. It's been about a year now. And since it's been a year, I know she plans to leave the company eventually in hopes of moving to a bigger city. But for now, I know she loves the job, and it's so important to have people that you love working with. And with that, we'll be going to the next slide. The main thing I kind of gathered from this interview and learned mostly from my sister is today's world's obviously constantly changing with technologies. We know that, but you don't realize that there's constantly new services coming out, and people coming with new ideas, and you always have to be aware of those new techniques. And kind of how she said before, you got to stay informed and always know what's going on around you and be willing to change your skill sets and kind of your mind and how you're doing your job every day to be aware, because you want to be the company has the newest and best technologies. They're doing the most innovative things, and to keep competitive with your customers and competitors. And I think that's what will even make the industry different in 5 years. We don't know what it's going to be because it's so constantly changing. I mean, I think marketing is definitely always going to be around, but it's going to be something that, we can have it completely different than we thought today. It used to always be kind of about brands and about ads. And now it's about branding your company and having, a good image and everything like that. So I think that's really important, is the biggest thing I learned from this interview. And so we're going to go to the next slide. I think the most important thing that I learned from this interview with my sister was just when you're looking to apply for a job and career, make sure that you're reading up on everything, not only with that company, reading their blog posts, following them on social media, seeing what image they're putting out there and making sure you like that image, I think is really important. But also just being well-read on the business world in general and what's going on currently. And she, said, good examples of that is reading HubSpot, Google Analytics, and Ways We Work are great ways to stay informed and up to date with those topics. And also, I attached a picture on here, the You're Important to the Future. That's Via Studios. It's a big mural up on the outside of their building. That's for them. That's the image they're putting out. They want to help you build the future. And I think that's one of those things that's good. It's a good image. You like that. You want to work with a company where you agree with their values and the message that they're sending out there. And so I'm definitely, after this interview, I'm definitely still pursuing a career in the marketing world. I think it's, something that's constantly changing with the way we're doing things in the business world with, services marketing and digital marketing. It's all changing at all times, and something really exciting. And, you don't really have to get bored with it, and there's different branches you can do with it. So it's something that I really would be interested in pursuing for good. All right, thank you.